Hello and welcome to 60 Second Gamer. I am Simon Pryor. Joining me are Rich. Actually, 60 Second Retro Gamer.
Oh no!
Spoiled.
How
many of these have we done today?
About 3. Anyway, I'm Simon
Everyone's
Pryor.
had one mistake.
Yeah.
Simon Pryor. Joining me are Rich Hatton and Ant Tremaine. The usual lineup, because
Yeah.
we've got nothing better to do than spend lots of time talking at a microphone
Yes.
for your enjoyment.
Yeah,
It's
it's
being
in the
partially
middle.
blocked by Tony's shin.
Yes.
It's not doing the sound any good, you know.
Isn't it? If I lift my leg down,
I can hear it rustling.
lift my
That's
leg down.
Lift your leg down. Lift
Pop,
it
pop my
down.
lift it. Well, I have to lift it to get it off the
Lift
other leg,
it
and then put
down.
it down to the ground.
Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That's what we're here to talk about.
Yes,
Yay.
Tails is shit.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, originally released on the Mega Drive. It is the follow-up.
What happened to your voice? Originally released on the Mega Drive.
I was fitting it in very quickly. Yeah, it's the sequel to the.
They've
the
both done
iPhone
it again.
time,
They've
yeah.
both got your bloody iPhones out.
And it is. Yeah,
Mine's bigger.
he's got. What?
It's got a bigger, shinier one.
I've got a 3GS.
I've got a 3GS.
Your mum's got a 3GS.
You knave.
Anyway,
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 introduces Miles Tails Prower.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like
no,
that.
yeah.
And it was released in 1992, a follow-up to the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Do you know, I could probably just read the first bit of my review, you know, because I did actually
Yeah, go on.
base it on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So,
Go on.
I need to. Where did I put it? Is it over here?
I don't know what you put in
I think it's on here. So I
Well prepared as ever.
I won't lie. I did actually like.
I mean, there's not much really you can really say about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's essentially the same as Sonic 1, but it introduces a second character. You've got new bonus rounds.
Which are ace.
Yeah, which are
if
fantastic.
I'm a bit shit at, but they are ace.
And it also, again, it's Dr. Robotnik trying to steal Chaos Emeralds. Dr. Robotnik. It's not Eggman. Look,
No.
it even says on Wikipedia,
I know.
Dr. Robotnik.
See, you can tell I copied and pasted it because all the ones that were links I had to write in because they didn't print off. You don't print it up in black and white.
Well, that bodes well, doesn't it? Yeah, we get our reviews off Wikipedia.
Now I did because I struggled to write anything for it because I was like, yeah, this is.
Well, the first one you didn't
This-
really go into that much detail.
Well,
did
no,
you?
it was like this is Sonic the Hedgehog with the addition of Tails. End of review. That was so I had to sort of like put the story in, which is the story follows Sonic the Hedgehog and his new partner Miles Tails Prower, in later games simply referred to as Tails, on their mission to stop the evil Dr. Robotnik from stealing the Chaos Emeralds to power the Death Egg. And that's it.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
That is
it's
the
essentially
story.
the same gameplay mechanics as before, but
Oh, it's
a
exactly
bit
the
like
same.
most 16-bit sequels, it sort of made it bigger, better, and a bit more impressive. The levels were certainly a bit more in depth.
Oh yeah, I suppose they were.
Did Sonic have a few additional moves in this one?
Apart from the
you could
crouching,
crouch
spinning, and
spin. Yeah.
charge up and fuck himself through objects.
And it had like faux 3D where it would go where if you ran across the loopy bridge thing.
Yeah.
Oh
you'd
yeah.
sort of do that as well.
Yeah,
It's
they,
difficult to explain what it is, but you know what it is.
the
wouldn't
spiral bridge thing.
you? Yeah.
And he actually spiraled properly with it.
Yeah.
It was because I think it was the first Sonic game. Excuse me. Oh, that taste of garlic. That's going to backfire. I think it was the first Sonic game I ever played. Actually, was number 2. And I was a little bit shocked when I played the first one. I went, "Oh, where's Tails gone then?" There's only one player on here. I always.
Well, that's what happens when you go backwards, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I mean, I came in on it technically at the first animated series, and then discovered that it was a game series, and went, "Oh shit!" from Sonic 2, and just went from there, and just went mad with it. I never actually played Sonic 3 though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I only ever played Sonic 2 and 1.
We need to get you to play Sonic 3 then, don't we?
I have
isn't,
got.
Isn't that called Sonic and Knuckles?
No, that's technically Sonic 4.
Yeah.
Well, it's between 3 and 4.
Right.
Because Sonic 4 is actually out. It's Sonic
Mm-hmm.
3.5.
Put your leg down.
I'm trying to like put it. I can't help it. It's sort of natural to. You two can stretch out. I can't. I've got a
Yeah.
mic between my legs. I've got to sort of like straddle it.
That's the way we do podcasts. We pop a mic in Ant's groin
Yes.
and we talk into it.
I've got a horrible image in my head.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, you're sat here. You know the truth. I mean, the listeners don't. So
All I can say is it's slightly disturbing.
yeah, let's get back to Sonic. Sonic. I mean, there's several levels. There's the obviously Emerald Hill, Chemical Plant, Aquatic, Casino Night, Hilltop, Mystic Cave, Oil Ocean, Metropolis, Sky Chase, Wing Fortress, and Death Egg zones.
That sounds like a lot more zones than it was in Sonic 1.
There was only like 4 or 5 in the first one.
Yeah,
if I remember rightly. There wasn't many. You could get through that game if you played it solidly and didn't get a game over. You could probably finish it in about a couple of hours.
And the two-player mode as well. It wasn't so much. It was a split screen mode. What are you doing?
Sorry, I've guffed.
Oh.
It's quite smelly.
Away from the mic.
No,
It's a good job it's not
I let it
smello
sniff that
audio.
one.
Yeah.
I've killed off
anyway,
the listeners of that thing.
If you play two-player mode, you've got split screen. You've got Sonic and Tails basically racing through the levels, trying to be the first to get to the end.
Although, I didn't realise this before, if you do 2-player on the story mode, then it's just one screen. And if you're Tails, if you don't keep up, then
Same with Sonic.
yeah, either one. Wow, Tails was.
He's a fox.
He's,
He would have hunted the hedgehog and eaten him.
Yeah, he was better in the comics, and the series, but he was terrible in Sonic 2. He just
didn't really do much.
no, he just sort of like got stuck on stuff, and then you hear boom, boom. Like, oh, there he goes, he's dead again. It'd be really off-putting if you can hear that all the time. You're like, oh, is that me dead? Oh, no, I am now because I've stopped thinking I am, and it wasn't. It was bloody him.
One thing I did quite like with the special stages, they introduced that sort of like faux 3D style, which you could sort of see why they went with that with subsequent Sonic games, and it didn't really pan out as they expected.
Especially Sonic 3D, that was terrible. Yeah. I was like, oh, why? Whose idea was it to have like a down?
It was isometric.
Yeah, it was awful. Terrible game that was.
That's on the Mega Drive collection as well.
It's also on my Sonic collection that I got for the
Yeah.
PC, which has 20 Sonic games on it, most of which I think you have to unlock though. But I don't mind. It even has the Mega Drive, the Master System one on there, the very first one, and the Mega Drive one.
And what does that look like?
It doesn't look too bad in comparison, but you can tell by the music that it's not quite as powerful as the Mega Drive. It's like, oh dear, and it didn't have a background like on the main menu. It just sort of had Sonic and a black background with through it in his little ring thing. He still did that bit, but he didn't pop up.
Yeah.
In it.
Well, I mean, I back in the day, I never actually had a Mega Drive initially, and I didn't actually pick up Sonic the Hedgehog 2 until about 2005 when I bought my Mega Drive. Back when the video game shops still sold the old retro stuff. Game Station in particular, they still sold the really old ones.
They don't now, do they?
No,
Oh.
yes, they haven't done them.
Shit. People probably
but,
bought all of them and then no one tried them
I used to go in
anymore.
there all the time because they had them on like buy one get one free, so I bought loads of Mega Drive games in there, FIFA, SNES games, FIFA International Soccer, Sonic, Ghostbusters, which was hideously difficult, which I may have to do a review of eventually. But yeah, it's I was always a Nintendo fan back when I was younger anyway, so it was we only ever got the one console. My brother got an original Mega Drive, but he never had Sonic 2. It's just like Sonic 1 and the games that he got with the original bundle. So obviously Sonic and Toe Jam and Earl and a couple of others.
You know, old school game I remember? Aliens. That game was ace. You essentially just wandered around shooting all... Was it Alien 3? No, Alien 3, sorry. And you just went...
the platforms side
Yeah,
up.
you just went around shooting and you had to free all these people, and if you didn't free them in time, you then were treated to a charming sequence where the chest bursters popped out all the people you didn't save.
Nice.
So it was that was quite good. Retro
It's a better version of the Wayne's World game.
which I'd imagine
Not.
was awful.
Yeah, not brilliant. But I mean, Sonic has his own appeal. I mean, there's not really much we can say about it other than it's Sonic. It's possibly
And Tails.
Yeah,
and
Tails is thrown into the mixture for the hell of it, which he only ever becomes useful if there's another person playing.
I'll tell you what I don't get. You know how if Tails has to catch up, he flies in. You can't do that move anywhere else.
No, that's
Why has he got two tails?
I
I mean, that's why he's called Tails. I know, but
do you know? I don't actually know the origin story of Tails very well. I know the Sonic origin tale, but I couldn't tell you Sonic's one. Tails one, sorry. I know. I remember in the comics they touched on it briefly. That between all his friends and family, he was mocked for having two tails,
Yeah.
but they never actually explained how he ended up with two tails. Maybe it was a birth defect.
Yeah.
His mother just gave birth to a Quasimodo. Nearly dropped him down a well and then didn't.
One thing that
Put a dark twist on it.
yeah, just a bit. One thing that I forgot to mention as well is the fact that if you bought Sonic and Knuckles, it had a clip-on
Oh,
thing.
God,
So you could actually plug Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 into Sonic and Knuckles and play as Knuckles in those two games.
Ah, there you go.
So that was.
I've yet
it
to
didn't
play
really
that
make
one.
it didn't make any difference to the game, I don't think. But,
I've never played Sonic and Knuckles. I need to actually play that Sonic Mega Disc that I've got, because I
Yeah.
bought it $4.99 from the Morrisons in Stratford. And that's the one and only time I'll thank my sister for getting me to drop her off at college, because if she hadn't, I wouldn't have found it.
yeah.
And I'm quite happy now because I've got a lot of. In fact, I think I have all the 2D-esque games.
Stands a good chance.
On
I mean,
there
it is
now.
the mega collection, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, they don't have any of the shitty ones where he falls in love with a human.
No,
or-
that's just bad.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Who the frig is such Shadow the Hedgehog?
I'll tell you who he is. According to Wikipedia and
Various other internet
Very-
sources.
he
Other internet.
is, Shadow the
libraries
Hedgehog
as well.
is the second most popular Sonic character in the franchise.
Only because of recent
After
times.
Sonic, I assume.
Yeah.
Only
And above Tails.
it's probably only because he's been introduced in this newer generation and he's had a lot of games. But I
And there's been a
personally,
lot of Sonic games.
yeah, I mean, it's like I personally don't think much of him, to be honest. So there was another one. There was a white one as well that they introduced that was also evil, and it was Sonic.
Too many
Sonic
hedgehogs.
is the only time they ever got away with it was having Sonic or the evil Super Sonic that they introduced in the comics, which had like his own story. The only time they sent Sonic off, and I think they put quite a dark spin on it. Actually, he was in like a dark, gritty city, and he'd go. He was sort of essentially like the Hulk. If they made him angry, he turned into the Super Sonic and just killed everyone.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Actually,
it's a bit grim for a comic, but there you go. But Metal Sonic, which Dr. Robotnik made, and made him equal to Sonic, which made him a perfect match. Which I remember rightly from the little bits of the TV film they made.
Yeah.
He had quite a grim death because he fell into a volcano, and Sonic tried to help him, but
All for naught.
couldn't. It made me laugh though, because when he died, he just ended with Sonic going, Metal! It's just like, it's a bit silly. Could have named him something a bit better for that, really, but never mind.
That sounds like a start of a Tourist song, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it in the
Metal!
Book of Heavy Metal.
No, that
Dream
was
Evil.
Dream
Yeah,
Evil.
was it Dream Evil?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Oh, Tourist did Battle Metal, sorry.
yeah, but it was you know, it's one of those Sonic. It's got a very.
You're destroying the.
Yeah, I think he is. Yes.
Stretching my leg out because I've got cramp in my knee.
Mm.
Ant can't do that.
No, I can't do that. Well, I might not the microphone. I can do it, but I'd have to straddle the microphone.
Yeah,
But there
I'd rather
you
you didn't.
go. No.
I've got to speak into that at some point.
But it's that's what I quite like about Sonic. It's got a very, very expanded universe to it, because it's got all the comics and God knows, which I preferred that sort of backstory. I don't agree with the new stuff they've introduced. It's crap. But
Nah,
the
so
old,
everything.
no, I mean the old stuff was ace. The old backstories they used to have was like the comics and what have you were brilliant. Some of the stories they used to put in were just genius. Like I say, the Supersonic story arc that went on for months.
Yeah.
Which was just ace, and him and Metal were the only two other hedgehogs in it, and then they introduced this bloody Shadow, which I cannot.
Well, hey, we may get onto that at a later date, perhaps.
Yes, indeed.
So, right, well, I think that just about wraps it up.
Mm.
Thank you for listening if you have been. Give us a shout. You can email us at info@randomstoke.com or visit www.randomstoke.com and have a look at all of our other videos and podcasts and what have you. And yeah, we'll be back next time with yet another lovely video game review. So I believe it should be Fallout 3 next. But we'll see. We'll see what the schedule brings up. So yeah, thank you for listening if you have been, and we will see you next time. Goodbye for now.